Hello, I just want to take a little bit to talk about a beginner airsoft loadout, some things that you might want to consider, and why you might want them, stuff like that. Jumping straight into it, we start from head to toe. So, on my head, I have a Highland Tactical Baseball Cap. You can obviously sub this in for any type of baseball cap that you have on hand. Um, this is just the most sort of tactical looking that I have on hand because, well, let's face it, it looks kind of cool. And looking cool is very important in airsoft because if you don't look cool, you're automatically not. Like, you're not, you're just not. Okay? So that's very important. Next up, we have a neck gaiter. This is a camouflage neck gaiter, um, just a regular gaiter. Why would you want a neck gaiter? Well, one, looks pretty cool, probably. Two, you can use it to protect yourself from things like BBs and the sun. Why would you want to protect from BBs as opposed to like a mesh mask? Well, a mesh mask compared to this, it might be less comfortable, and if you don't get shot in the face very often, then you might not need a mesh mask. But if you do get hit in the head pretty often, then a mesh mask might be more your style. This, it will protect you from BBs, but it's not the best. You will want something to protect your face if you really want that. But me, I don't really care. You losing teeth though, it's not fun. Getting it shot out is just not fun, not cool, right? So it can also protect you from the sun because the sun hits you with UV light, and UV light can give you skin cancer. We don't want skin cancer, so we ought to cover up. It can also help keep you cool, especially if it's made by companies like Mission. They make neck gaiter that a lot of like outdoor workers, especially right around now, they like to wear because it keeps you cool. And especially now that it hits triple digit temperatures very commonly. Is that even a word? Now that it hits triple digit temperatures very often, you're going to want some type of cooling, especially for your face, to keep sweat out of your eyes. The less you sweat, the better off you are, right? Okay, eye protection. I don't have eye protection at the moment. None that are going to be like slim for this type of setup. I do have goggles, but they're not the best when you're running a baseball cap. They're good when you're wearing like a helmet, but they're not best for like a baseball cap because it makes the cap feel uncomfortable on your head, and that's just not good. But you're gonna, if you're just getting into the sport and you want your own eye protection, period, then I can recommend two items off the top of my head. One are going to be PMX Eye Forces. You can find these on Amazon. They're pretty good. And another one are Vulcan Zulu goggles. They can also be found on Amazon. There, any eye protection that you want is ideally going to want, well, required to be rated ANSI Z87.1. That's going to be like military eyewear. But if you want to go all out, then you can look at, I believe it's called the APEL, Army Approved or Approved Personal Eyewear List. I think that's what it's called. And like the United States Army has like a list of eye protection that they approve their soldiers to wear. And well, if the United States Army likes it, then we're probably gonna like it, right? So going down to my torso, we have long sleeve. This is an Adidas, just olive green hoodie, and it's just something that I have lying around. And the less money you spend, the better. So this is good because it's going to protect you from like things like BBs, and because getting shot it's not pleasant. It's going to protect you from BBs, the sun, and things like branches and other environmental hazards. Yeah, you're going to want to protect yourself from those things because getting skin cancer is not cool and not fun, and most importantly, especially in the United States, not cheap, right? Because privatized healthcare, bitch, right? So also for the hoodie, in the name, you can put up the hood. Like for example, if you wanted to ditch the neck gaiter because you wanted to do that, you could, and you can put the hood up, and it'll protect the back of your neck, and it can help keep you cool. Not to mention, it does kind of look cool, right? And looking cool is like 90% of airsoft. So that's why you might want a hoodie, especially for a beginner, because you might have a hoodie just lying around, and the less money you have to spend, the better. It doesn't have to be like a tactical color, like green or black or tan or whatever. It can be in like blue or green. Well, green is a tactical color. Blue or red or white or black or whatever color. It doesn't matter. Because if you're just going on the weekend for just a little skirmish, then having all the tactical gear in the world isn't, it's just, why would you do that, right? It's about having fun. But it does look cool, having all that gear. So, yeah. On to the next item, we have this chest rig. This is a NC Star chest rig in black. They have multiple colors like tan and olive green. This is good for a few purposes. One, if you want to run like an Op 4 type kit, or like a mercenary or something, then this is the chest rig for you. Are there better chest rigs out there? Yes, definitely. Are they for $25? Maybe, right? So this here chest rig can hold 3 magazines. Here I have AK magazines because I run an AK, obviously. So it holds them perfectly fine, but they are not the most secure. There's a lot of wiggle room in there, as you can see, and the retention is not the best. So if that's going to be a major disqualifying factor, then so be it, right? It has 3 other miscellaneous pockets for you to put other gear in, like speed motors or BBs or water, which is very important. And 2 on the side and 1 on the front. And they are held down by the buckles on the side, buckles and Velcro on the side, and little snap clip things on the front. There is absolutely no molly on this, so you can't mount things like radios or pouches or whatever. What you see is what you get, right? And well, for $25, can you really ask for that much more? But another thing going for this thing is it's very easy to wear with the backpack. You might notice that there's no molly on the back, so you can't run things like a camelback. In that case, you can always just run the backpack. This is a Highland tactical backpack, about $25, I believe it was. But it's very easy to just sling it over your back to expand your capabilities, especially in this heat. Because on this you really can't run a camelback, but on this backpack you can. And you can carry extra gear, any other supplies that you might need. But if you're just going for a weekend skirmish, then you probably don't need it, but it's still good to have it. So, taking up this backpack, what if you don't want like a chest rig? Well, you could also go for like a plate carrier, like I will show you. Taking off this chest rig, you can see that it is a little tricky, and I'm probably doing it wrong. So feel free to berate me in the comments if I'm doing it wrong. So with the chest rig off, you can then grab our plate carrier. This is the Yakita tactical vest. It's about $40, $45, maybe $50 at various retailers, and it comes with this triple mag pouch, with this admin pouch, Yeah. And some radio pouches. This does not come with it, and does neither does this little pouch right here. But it does have lots of Molly for you to customize it with. And if you're only buying this to look cool for your friends on Discord, then it will fulfill that purpose. Pretty neat. So with the vest on, it is a little kind of old school. If you're going for like an infantryman look or whatever, then yeah, this is your vest. So with the vest on, as you can see, it has this big panel up front for you to put on pouches, or not pouches, patches, excuse me, like this one right here. And now you have a patch. Patches are really cool, right? Without a patch, you just don't look cool. And when looking cool is half the battle. So, on this vest, one major downfall is obviously it's going to get hot. And heat, especially in Texas, is your enemy. So, if you're getting this in the summer, it might be a good idea to hold off till when it gets cooler for you to start using this. If you're not a sissy, like I am, well, I am a bit of a sissy, I don't like heat. If you don't mind the heat, then go ahead, wear this plate carrier. If you're just getting for something to trend with, then you can put your plates in it, you can put all your pouches on it, and it'll work. So why would you want, for a newbie, why would you want a plate carrier? Well, it looks cool. That's it. So, taking the vest off, as you can see, the vest has taken off my hat, which is not a gamer move. Moving down lower, we have my pants and my knee pad. This knee pad right here is a 8-ball knee pad. This is just found at Walmart for $25 for a full set. And you get the full set, comes with the knee pad and a pair of elbow pads. I don't really wear the elbow pads, and as you can see, I'm only wearing one knee pad. This is because when you take a knee, really only one knee is going to touch the ground. So, do you really need both knee pads? If you do, then wear them both. Me, I just wear one. Now, why would you want to wear a knee pad? It's very important to protect your knee, right? So, wearing a knee pad, and you take a knee, if you say you're kneeing on like a rock, or some floor BBs, or just a hard surface, that's going to just destroy your knee. And you don't want to destroy the knee because that's just not cool. So wearing a knee pad is just beneficial. These knee pads, as you can see, they have a hard shell. Hard plastic shell, which is generally what you want. Are these knee pads ideal? No. There are better brands out there like Hatch and Ulta off the top of my head. But this is just found at Walmart. So it's very easy to get and only $25. These are originally intended for skating, but what are they going to tell me, huh? So these pants, they're just regular Adidas 3-striped pants that I just had lying around. And like I said earlier, the less money you spend, the better. So if you only have to spend, let's say $50 on gear, and because the rest you have is just stuff lying around, then that's just a W for you. Congratulations, you've unlocked tier 3. I'm stupid. I'm very stupid, as you can see. Tier 3 economics. Yeah. So, footwear. What do you want to wear on your feet, right? It's gonna depend on your field. If you're at an indoor field like a CQB arena, you're probably just gonna want to wear like some type of sneakers. Like me, right now I have Adidas sneakers. They're good. If you're on a more like rocky outdoor area, you might want to wear like something that has ankle protection or more ankle support, because rolling your ankle is not fun and it's not cool. So the less time you roll your ankle, the better. But if you don't really care if you roll your ankle, then well, just wear some sneakers. They're lightweight and they're not gonna let you down. So that's that's it for the kit. You might have noticed I didn't talk about gloves. You might want gloves, but you might not. I have a pair of just Nike baseball gloves, and they sort of work. They're definitely not the greatest, but they get the job done. A newbie might not need gloves, but having like hard shell gloves, like I'm pretty sure there's some knockoffs of like Oakley's on Amazon. You can get those, though they should work, right? Why would you want like hard shell or hard knuckle gloves? Because getting shot in your hand hurts, right? So the less you get shot in your hand, the better. So that was just my little short guide. I'm pretty sure that every other airsoft YouTuber ever has made a guide that's better than mine. If that's true, then go watch them because they're a better content creator than I am. And I'm not going to stop you, right? I'm just doing this for fun. But if you have made it this far, and I really doubt you have, leave a like, leave a comment. It helps me in the algorithm, as every other YouTuber ever has said. But as admin results say, your comment is a sacrifice to the algorithm god, a god of which may be getting into airsoft. Who knows? So that was my guide. I have nothing else for you, and I'll catch you on the flip.